Pleased to be joined by Dr. Robert Scott Bell. A lot of people know you from your radio show and various media throughout the country and throughout the world, and happy to have you here today. Let's first talk a little bit about silver, and there are many benefits to this mineral. Can you just touch on a few of those?
Well, silver is a normally occurring trace element. It comes in through food and water, typically. Water, including tap water, contains measurable amounts of trace amounts of silver. And of course, we go to spring water, tap water, seawater, as well as if we talk about milk. This is the thing that surprises most people.
Really?
It's in cow's milk and goat's milk and human breast milk. Normal constituent, measurable constituent of human breast milk. So if a mom feeds her baby, going to feed her some silver. So it's a normal thing. It's in whole wheat and whole grains. It's in the soil. It's a very high content in medicinal and edible mushrooms. Of all the plants and foods on the planet, mushrooms contain the highest quantities of silver. And in that term, or in that regard, we realize that it is not a foreign or strange toxic metal per se, like mercury or cadmium or lead or arsenic or aluminum even. And that was an important thing for me to understand as well, because as a homeopath I work with non-toxic substances, and in fact many people that have come to me over the years, including their children, have been very metal toxic due to mercury, aluminum, and other things. So for me to work with silver, I had to be able to find a form of it, or a species, if you will, of silver that would be non-toxic, non-accumulating, and that could be utilized for all the wonderful benefits that it has. That some people know a lot about a few of them, but there are a lot more that people aren't aware of.
When we talk about silver, just to clear up any misconceptions, are we still talking about the metal that people put
That
gold in?